So John Alden is, of course, perceived to be dead at this point, but we know he's not. He's been dragged off by his friends. So is he going to be going through a period of recovery, or is he going to come out spitting fire and ready to do something?
I think all of the above, but I think we have to take it little by little. It's, you know, it's not a race, thankfully with the series. I mean, you get to build on things and build things, and I think that's what's a lot of fun for this show in particular. But for John, yeah, he's revenge based this year. It's a lot easier. He's more focused. It's a lot easier to play him this year than last year. Last year was much more confused about his surroundings, about everything, about love, and he's not very confused this year. They show that it's a period of time that he's recovered with the Native American tribe, the same ones that had rescued him in years prior. But he makes a dark, and you find out in the first episode of season 2, a dark decision and a serious decision to go through a physical and spiritual and mental transformation that the Indian shaman doesn't want him to do. Warns him of what's going to potentially happen to him if he does this. And what's kind of amazing is, yes, he decides to do that because he does want to, you know, rid his town of witches and get revenge on Sibley, possibly kill her. We'll see. You'll start to see as the episodes progress in the second season that the shaman was right. The tattoos are affecting him. The things that he went through is affecting him. The little gifts that he's given by the shaman in the end of the first episode or beginning of the second start to affect him. So he's kind of made a deal with the devil and essentially become a little witch-like.
Is he and Mary, is that like over? Is he totally having animosity?
Well, you know, I mean, as a basis to start the season, yeah, you know, that's his goal. But we know that, you know, we like to say that love conquers all, and I think in a story like this, a lot of times you hope that will be the case. So, look, what he's unaware of is that they have a son. And so I'm assuming that at some point when he discovers that, that'll halt everything. And then you hopefully, you know, love will overcome all in the end. But who knows? But by the end of the second season, probably not.
We'd asked Janet if, for her character, if Mary had like given up her humanity completely, or if she was clinging to some of it. What's happening with John in that sense?
Well, I think that, you know, he was all human last year in the first season, and I think it's a weird role reversal where he's giving up a lot of his humanity to stop the inhuman things going on in his town. So it's like making a deal with the devil to try and, you know, solve the issues, and now you're suddenly becoming an issue. I think that's basically what's happening. It's almost like they're flip-flopping, and her son is bringing back her humanity. Her love for John is bringing back the humanity, whereas he's losing his. It's kind of, you know, a fun thing to play for a second. I do know that I've had a lot of favorite scenes. You know, I have said them before, but I can't say it enough because it was just so much fun. But from the kid part of me and the horror fan in me, doing the scene with Seth Gable, God Mather, and being able to fight the undead, being covered in blood during the Evil Dead's episode, as we used to call it, was exhausting. It was 2 nights straight in the middle of the dark and cold in the middle of the woods, but we were smiling the entire time, so it was a lot of fun. Being able to do a lot of scenes with Cotton have been wonderful because they was just so, John and Cotton are just so opposite that it somehow, thankfully, has worked in the scenes.
It's almost been like a buddy cop movie.
Yeah, 1600s. We should get a buddy shot cart, horse carriage. But that's a lot of fun. And then obviously, you know, doing scenes with Janet, that being able to have that forbidden love and being able to have those moments of hope, where it looks like they're going to get together, being drawn back apart. Those. I mean, it's really hard to pick one moment.